Welcome to Raw Dogs Radio, your Cleveland Browns news dump. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Browns news. Deshaun Watson's contract was restructured again, creating nearly $36 million in salary cap space. The Browns did it again, and not so they could trade for 49ers receiver Brandon Aiyuk. For the third straight year, the Browns restructured the massive contract of quarterback Deshaun Watson to create salary cap space. A league source confirmed to the Chronicle-Telegram on Thursday. The restructuring doesn't change the amount or length of Watson's contract, and he'll still collect $46 million this year. The Browns converted $44.79 million of the salary to a signing bonus, creating $35.832 million in cap space. A theory making the rounds during the day as they cleared the space to make another run at Aiyuk, who had been holding in with San Francisco. He got the deal he wanted Thursday night, agreeing to a 4-year, $120 million extension with the 49ers. The Browns talked trade with the 49ers early in training camp and reportedly had agreed to terms, but Aiyuk turned down Cleveland's contract offer. I'm not going to go into the details of that, but I will definitely tell you that we inquire, and we look at options to add players to our team and add talent to our team, said Assistant General Manager and Vice President of Football Operations, Catherine Hickman, who changed her last name from Reich after recently getting married. When there are opportunities out there, we'll do our due diligence and we'll do the work. The Browns have an NFL high $62 million in cap space. Most of that will be rolled over into next year to keep up with the team's escalating salaries. Watson is scheduled to count nearly $73 million against the cap in 2025, according to SpotRack.com, so a fourth straight restructure could be in order. Before the latest restructuring, his $63.7 million cap number would have been the highest in the league this year. Ownership has proved willing to spend big in cash to create the cap flexibility necessary to sign free agents and give players big money extensions. Watson, 28, is in the third year of his 5-year, fully guaranteed $230 million contract. He started only 12 games in his first 2 seasons. He's in line to start the opener versus the Cowboys on September 8th after shoulder surgery in November ended his season last year. Watson still has the largest guaranteed contract in NFL history. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is second with $219 million. Watson's $46 million average has dropped to 10th in the league. The top 9 are also quarterbacks. Burrow at $55 million, Green Bay's Jordan Love, $55 million, Jacksonville's Trevor Lawrence, $55 million, Miami's Tua Tagovailoa, $53.1 million, Detroit's Jared Goff, $53 million, the Chargers' Justin Herbert, $52.5 million, Baltimore's Lamar Jackson, $52 million, Philadelphia's Jalen Hurts, $51 million, and Arizona's Kyler Murray, $46.1 million, the Fab Five. The players voted for season-long captains, and Stefanski announced them to the team and media. Watson, defensive end Myles Garrett, left guard Joel Bitonio, and long snapper Charlie Hewlett are repeats from a year ago and were joined by a first-timer, cornerback Denzel Ward. He took the spot of linebacker Anthony Walker Jr., who left in free agency. That's a great honor for those guys that's voted on by their teammates, Stefanski said. Pleasant surprise. Rookie Jamari Thrash, a 5th-round pick, wasn't convinced he would make the 53-man roster. I was just surprised that I made it, he said. I'm a hard worker, and it started paying off for me, so I appreciate AB and Coach Stefanski for giving me the opportunity. So, I'm just going to make the most of my opportunity this year, he clarified. Not saying I didn't think I was going to make it, but it's always good to have that being confirmed that you're actually on the team, he said. Injury report. Defensive tackle. Maurice Hurst, II, dealing with a hamstring injury, returned to practice after missing 2 weeks. Tackle. Jack Conklin also practiced after sitting out Wednesday. He practiced Tuesday for the first time since major knee surgery following a Week 1 injury last season. Defensive tackle Quentin Jefferson didn't practice, but Coach Stefanski said he was fine. Left tackle Jedrick Wills Jr., receiver David Bell, and rookie linebacker Nathaniel Watson remained out with knee and quadriceps injuries, respectively. Extra points. The Browns added running back Gary Brightwell, receiver, Tulu Griffin, cornerback, and special teamer Mike Ford Jr. and tight ends Cameron Latu and Blake Whiteheart to the practice squad. The impending signings of Ford and Latu were reported Wednesday. Brightwell has appeared in 37 games, rushing for 164 yards and a touchdown. Griffin, standing 5'10" and weighing 180 pounds, is an undrafted rookie from Mississippi State. Whiteheart, 6'4" and 250 pounds, was undrafted in 2023 and played in 2 games as a rookie. Long snapper Rex Sunahara, a Bay Village native, was released from the practice squad. Coach Stefanski appreciated the heat wave this week, stating, "I'm glad it's hot. We need to work in the heat." The players are off from Friday through Sunday as part of the collective bargaining agreement before returning for practice on Monday. The Browns still don't know for sure who will play left tackle on September 8th in the season opener against the Dallas Cowboys. Incumbent Jedrick Wills Jr. has yet to practice following surgery in December to repair a torn medial collateral ligament. Jack Conklin has practiced only twice in his return from a knee reconstruction last September. James Hudson III is the other option. Dawan Jones has dreams of eventually playing left tackle, but wasn't used there throughout the offseason or preseason. He's not complaining, though. "No, I want to be as strong as I can at right tackle. That's where I'm going to play," he told the Chronicle Telegram recently. "So as long as I'm working there and doing my job, I feel like that's the main thing." His long-term goal is still to play on the left side, but he's okay if it never happens. Hopefully, obviously. But they're paying left tackles and right tackles the same amount of money, Jones said. "So I feel like where I'm at right now will be pretty good." Dawan Jones, standing at 6'8" and weighing 374 pounds, was a 4th-round pick out of Ohio State in 2023. He was thrust into the lineup at right tackle when Conklin went down in the opener and started 9 of 11 games before his MCL tour, and he had season-ending surgery. He handled himself well, allowing 3 sacks and being penalized twice in 712 snaps, according to Pro Football Focus, which ranked him 33rd at tackle and pass blocking and 60th overall due to a poor run blocking grade. Jones's first start came in week 2 on a Monday night in Pittsburgh. He was responsible for stopping 4-time All-Pro edge rusher TJ Watt and held him without a sack, allowing a hit and 4 hurries. Jones said, "It was pretty crazy. That's your first start going against probably one of the best rushers in the league. I had Myles Garrett rush against me during the week just so I could know what it's like. It all helped and worked out." He mentioned San Francisco's Nick Bosa, Baltimore's Jadeveon Clowney, and Seattle's Boy Mayfield as other difficult rushers he faced, and expects the challenge to be even tougher this year, beginning next Sunday with Dallas's Micah Parsons, who has 3 Pro Bowls and 40.5 sacks in his 3 seasons. Jones noted Jacksonville's Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker, the Giants' Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau, and the Raiders' Max Crosby and Malcolm Kunze are also coming in the first 4 weeks. Jones added, "I feel like I'm going to have to face a little bit more exciting rushers this year." And so the main thing is just to take that from last year, implement it into my game this year, and just keep working, keep figuring things out to fix. Nothing's ever fully solved or fully fixed until you hang with that gold jacket. Before the Hall of Fame, he must become an anchor in the starting lineup. With Conklin back practicing and left tackle Jedrick Wills Jr. expected back soon, the Browns will have 3 starters for 2 spots. Jones remarked, "Whatever presents itself, I'll just keep doing my job." He believes he proved he's a starter in the NFL. Hopefully I have. I had a couple of good games, I would say so, he said, but that's not up to me. It's up to the coaches, up to my play, and up to everybody. His first focus in year 2 was picking and sticking to a routine. He was convinced that was necessary after watching 6-time Pro Bowl left guard Joel Bitonio. Jones said, "Same thing, same lifestyle every day." Then people told me if it gets boring, just redo your routine, and you can redo it as much as you want to, and it fits you. Bitonio has seen a difference. I think last year he was out there and he was playing. But this year, I think he's understanding football a little bit more, he said. He is trying to take that step of truly understanding, hey, this is football. And this is the NFL, is knowing what to do and understanding your assignment thoroughly. New line coach Andy Dickerson replaced Bill Callahan, who's considered one of the best in the business. Jones said Dickerson isn't as old school as Callahan, but they're the same guys. Jones commented, "They want the same technique out of you, the same patience, same punch, and so they kind of come from the same background." Andy worked under Coach Callahan, and it translates over. So I like that. Jones gives Callahan a lot of credit for his development. It started in rookie minicamp when Jones was out of shape and threw up on the field, and continued when he played every snap in the Hall of Fame game. Jones said, "Tough love, but I also feel like he believed in me to leave a rookie out there for his first game for the whole time. That's something that he really trusts in you. He wants to believe in you. I also thank Coach Callahan for giving me the opportunity." Jones is always easy to spot because he's usually the biggest man on the field. Keeping his weight under control is a constant priority. Jones noted, "It's the main thing. As light as I can be is the fastest I can be on the field. The lighter I am, I really don't think nobody can touch me sometimes. Defensive ends know how hard it is to move him at just south of 400 pounds." Jones felt their pain during the recovery from knee surgery. He said, "I couldn't walk up my stairs at one point, so I had to scoot up backward, and it's definitely a struggle lifting myself up." The mental struggle was tougher. Jones reflected, "The most difficult part was just watching my boys out there. They went out there winning games. I just want to be a part of them and just be out there to support them all. I was just happy the boys held it down until now." The Cleveland Browns are still without former first-round pick Jedrick Wills as their season opener against the Dallas Cowboys approach, leaving Jack Conklin penciled in as the starter. Conklin, who just returned from the physically unable to perform list last week, has not played since he tore his ACL, MCL, and PCL against the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 1 of the 2023 season. He spoke to the media and stated he is ready to do whatever it takes to help the Browns win. An All-American left tackle during his time at Michigan State, Conklin has not played the position since he was drafted in the first round by the Tennessee Titans in the 2016 NFL Draft. He has not played left tackle since then, however. While Wills is off of the PUP list, he has yet to return to practice. Conklin is taking all of the first-team reps at left tackle right now, with Dawan Jones starting at right tackle. We will have a better understanding of what his Week 1 status will be by the time Thursday rolls around. However, after missing all of training camp, Wills may need a ramp-up period. This puts his Week 1 status in serious jeopardy. This means Conklin may just play his first snap at left tackle in nearly a decade on Sunday for the Browns. Denzel Ward said he didn't consider retiring after the latest concussion and loves playing football. Denzel Ward doesn't plan to stop playing football anytime soon. Even after his 5th documented concussion since his Browns career started in 2018, he said he didn't contemplate retiring. Ward said, "This is a game I love, man. I love playing this game. Being with the guys out here, I really don't see myself doing too much other stuff. So unless I'm just really physically unable to play this game, I don't see myself stepping away from football no time soon. And like I said before, I can't take it easy on these receivers out here. I got to give them a good look and just go out there and play." Ward returned to practice Wednesday after missing 2 weeks with the latest concussion. He practiced again Thursday and said he'd been completely cleared from the concussion protocol. He was also named a team captain for the first time. Ward said, "I feel great." Ward, 27, was injured August 12th during practice when the back of his helmet hit the ground. He took his mom and brother with him to Pittsburgh to meet with a concussion specialist. Ward mentioned that's the biggest thing, easing their mind. They were worried and everything, but they'll be okay. After his fourth concussion came last year in the preseason finale, he said he was comfortable continuing his career. He reiterated that early in this training camp. Ward said, "I've done a lot of research. I went and met with concussion specialists, and they reassured me and gave me the knowledge that I need." Ward continued, "It's not hard at all for me when I get out here. I'm a football player. That's what I love doing since I was a little kid. So that's the only thing I wanted to do. I'm playing my dream. So when I get out here, I don't think about, oh, I might get hurt or I might get a concussion. I just go out there and the main focus is winning and having fun. And so it's not too hard for me to put it behind me." He's been told the key to avoiding the long-term health and cognitive problems associated with concussions is allowing the brain to heal and time to pass before returning to the field. Ward said, "Once that's healed and ready to go, once you get back out here, you're good. So it's not like concussions are building on top of each other if you give it time to heal." What guys were getting in trouble with a long time ago is they get a concussion, not fully healed, then they go right back out there and play. So that's why I'm not really too concerned about it. Ward was extra deliberate following this one. He said, "It was just about going through the protocol and there was no rush back. We weren't playing regular season games, so I was just really giving it time to heal." He's switching to a new helmet that fares better in impact and concussion tests in hopes of avoiding number 6. Ward mentioned, "I don't think the helmet that I've been in has been that great for me physically." Most players are required to wear a guardian cap over the helmet during practice. Ward had one on when he was concussed and doesn't plan to wear it during games. He said, "It's definitely still a physical sport." Concussions can happen, regardless if you're wearing a guardian cap or not. On the guardian cap, I don't think in the back that it's as much padding as I would like. I feel it could be looked at. Ward was voted a captain for the first time in his life. He joined defensive end Myles Garrett, quarterback Deshaun Watson, left guard Joel Bitonio, and long snapper Charlie Hewlett, who were also captains last year. Ward said, "I feel very proud to be the captain of the team. I always felt like I was a captain, though. I always tell those guys, you don't need a C on your chest to lead. So regardless if you get the logo on there saying captain or not, I was going to be myself and still try to help this team win games and be a captain out there." Ward has become more vocal while continuing to set an example. He hosted cornerback Martin Emerson Jr. at his house in Florida during the offseason so they could train together. He also made it a point to attend the entire offseason program, which was voluntary. Coach Kevin Stefanski said, "Denzel is a great example of a guy that just does it the right way all the time. Was here all offseason. Didn't miss, I don't think, a thing, a lift, a meeting, a practice, and I think his teammates noticed that." Ward is set to face the Cowboys in the opener on September 8th at Cleveland Browns Stadium. He'll get a chance to cover All-Pro receiver CeeDee Lamb, who signed a 4-year, $136 million extension this week. Ward said, "That's a life-changing contract for him and his family, so definitely happy for him, and looking forward to having that matchup in the game. I always love going against the number 1 guys and best guys on that team, so I'll be looking forward to it." And in Texas, Hannah McNair wants Texans fans to thank the Cleveland Browns. If the Houston Texans find success this year, Hannah McNair wants you to thank a member of the Cleveland Browns. Well, Hannah McNair just made things interesting. The vice president of the Houston Texans, Hannah McNair, wife of Cal McNair, recently made some comments that will certainly fire up two different fan bases and for vastly different reasons. Hannah went on the Ultimate Fan Experience podcast via Sports Illustrated and gave the Texans, faithful and members of the Cleveland Browns fan base, some bulletin board material for the season. In a conversation involving the host and her husband, Cal, Hannah made sure you knew who was partly responsible for the Texans' good fortune. As of late, a bulk of the team was made possible due to the trade the Texans made with the Browns in 2022. They traded Deshaun Watson to them for a haul of picks, some of whom have turned into major players, all of whom have been more worthwhile than Watson, who has struggled to not only get on the field, but play well once there. So, Hannah took the opportunity to roast the Browns and their fan base recently by saying, "Thank a Brown. Have you thanked a Brown lately? I thank them for all of our players. The Texans have acquired 11 players from the draft thanks to the Watson trade in some form or fashion, with CBS listing them as follows: Kenyon Green, John Mechie III, Christian Harris, Thomas Booker, Damian Pierce, Will Anderson Jr., Callan Bullock, Tank Dell, Kamari Lassiter, Jamal Hill, and Cade Stover, while also getting another pick in the form of a 2025 second-round pick. Even if only a handful of them develop into something special, that's likely more than the Browns can say about Watson. Already, Anderson has proven his worth as a player, and he's just now starting his second season as a pro. His rookie season has been better than anything Watson has done since 2021. It's hard to imagine that, short of winning the Super Bowl, the Browns can win this trade in any way, shape, or form. This has been Raw Dogs Radio, bringing you your Cleveland Browns news dump. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Browns news.